Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We are live here with co-working at Red Worldwide, and we're very excited that you have joined us. And we're going to stop in a few minutes for our station identification. I forget that sometimes um, to do the intro, but we're going to go ahead and do that in just a second. But we just want to say how grateful we are for everyone who that's continuing to follow along with us and share here with us. We are making a lot of upgrades. As you can see, we've got our trusty mic back in operation, but today we have a brand new mic, compliments of Delta Limitless. And so we're just so excited for this wonderful Rode microphone and boom arm that kind of upgraded our sound a little bit. We were really concerned about the sound. And so we've been able to go and get a little bit better training and you guys are going to benefit. So with that said, we'll jump right here into our station identification. Okay, well, we are um, coming back. And one of the things that I always want to make sure that we do whenever we have an opportunity to is to share things about Red that people don't necessarily know. And so it's really important to us to make sure that you have the glimpse of the company that you need to have so that you can know what all is available to you as a part of what we do here. And so let me just share this that Red Worldwide is a social enterprise nonprofit. We exist to navigate businesses from their very informal concepts to the point of becoming a thriving, viable concern. RED is an acronym. We are one of those companies that decided that we would choose to put our mission in our name. So we are really determined to be about research, education, and development. And so, as you are thinking about the things that Red does, you can kind of go back to the Red name and know that the R is for research, the E is for educate, the D is for develop. And we believe in helping clients build valuable, sustainable businesses. Our goal is to help clients become a part of the new generation of owners who prioritize value over size. And it's really important for you to realize that when you're thinking about your company and thinking about the things that you offer to people in general, you want to be thinking about how valuable is my company. If something were to happen, would the company be able to exist? And we try to provide services and resources to our clients that gives them the tools that they need to make sure that their companies are going to exist over time. So with our guidance, clients are able to go to market quickly, generate recurring profits, and scale their businesses rapidly if they desire to do so, which results in an average of a multiple of about 3 to 5 times in a sale. If they decide to sell the company or pass it down, the value usually is able to jump about 3x. And so that's something that we really want to try to continue to do. But we've been bringing clients to market their products or services and their businesses sustainably since 2017. And currently we worked with more than about 350 businesses, which is an exciting number because it's given us a lot of time to get a lot more information about how business can be done and what it is that we could do to make sure that people are sustainable. So, with that said, I really wanted to just talk about some of the industries that we focus in, and we actually don't have an industry that we don't focus on. In terms of, if someone comes to us with any industry, we're going to do what we need to do to make sure that they have someone that can serve them, whether it's to use one of our referral partners or for us to do it ourselves. But some of the areas that we offer, services in, are in research. We do feasibility studies. We help people get proof of concept. We do market research, okay, and market analysis, industry research. We provide industry studies. We do white papers. We do case studies. All of these things are a part of what we do in our research component, okay? Our educational programs, we provide business advisory, business coaching, business courses. We try to make sure that we have the ability to do webinars, consistently. We show up. And we will be on panels. We do panel discussions and keynote speaking. We have several people within our infrastructure, RED members as well as RED partners, that will go out and speak if speaking is required, or teach if teaching is required. And so we also have development programs, professional development, personal development, and business development. We help people find contracting opportunities, as well as prepare themselves to do contracting. People who are looking for grants, we try to be the infrastructure that they need to help them learn how to write when they're wanting to seek a grant out, or for that matter, how to respond to a request for proposal or a request for information. We provide those kinds of services. We really are an educational support service company, and so we have these things in our focus, but there are some services that we provide that I don't know that everyone understands. And so we do financial forecasting and performance reviews. We help people to prepare if they're a company that's looking to put loans out or provide grants and things of that nature. We help them to structure those particular products and help them to have a package that looks, excellent, and that is really reflecting what it is that they're trying to do in the industry. We also provide a few services through some of our referral partners, managerial accounting, and the outsourced CFO work. We actually work alongside of Precision Management Group to make sure that those services are provided to clients. And so some of the things we will do on the nonprofit side are for people who really cannot afford to get access to those services from at the regular standard cost. And so we make sure that funds are available, and people can apply for business grants to get some of those accounting services done. We've done everything from providing people with their cash flow statements based on the information that they provided to us through our referral partners. We've also provided valuations through our referral partners. We've provided clients with, simple balance sheets and, profit and loss statements, things that they really needed to make sure they had in order for them to move forward with a loan opportunity, or for that matter, with when they were going to go into contract with someone. We also have the ability through our referral partners to look over contracts. And we have people who are very astute at that. Some are attorneys, some are paralegals, and some are, have, tremendous credentials to be able to help people understand how they can prepare documents and have those documents go forward. So we have these services, succession planning, legacy planning. We have those things. And through some of our referral partners, we can make sure that people are able to get the funding that they need to move forward with their operations. So we help businesses in any stage. Primarily, we try to be a part of a group's ideas in the revenue stage, when they are just literally getting this idea or concept. We want to get involved in that, and we want to be involved in the launch, because we really feel like we can inform your process and make it easier and make your business more sustainable if you work with us ahead of time. So if you're 0 to 1 years, we're your people. If you're 2+ years, we're your people. And we work with nonprofits and for-profits alike. We work with trusts and other unincorporated associations. We are here to work with people who are in business. And so, with that said, I just wanted to make sure that you understood what we do here and how we work with clients and what clients are able to, take advantage of when they are becoming a part of what we do. And so we are wanting to turn the table today because Mondays is our Smarter Start Boot Camp. And so for those people who are just getting started in business, this is a good place to be. For those people who are in business and they're really trying to tighten some things up, this is a good place to be. And today we're going to talk about research, the first part of our acronym. We really believe that there's some things that we can weigh in on and help people to take advantage of. So with that said, we'll jump right in. I want to kind of get to our slides. Let's see. Okay. All righty. Well, maybe not. Here we go. Okay. All right. So let's kind of turn our attention to some research trends. And this information is coming to us hot off the press from Qualtrics. And I want to make sure that I give a shout out to them because this is their research trends report for 2024. And so, as most of you know, we're right in the helm of going into Q2. And so we are very excited about that. We'll be having our Q2 summit shortly. But as we're preparing for that summit, we want to make sure that we give you all information that's going to help you learn how to better create a company that makes provide you with the information that you need consistently so that your company can consciously be come informed. Every person who is in business should have it as a part of their ecosystem to make sure that their company is going into business from the very beginning with something that is making tremendous sense, but also that they are consistently providing, for people who are in their industry as well as people who are their customers, the ability to understand how their company will continue to serve over time. And so we do that through research. That's not something you can do without research. And you have to understand that if you are going to be in business, you need to make it your business to consistently be informed. And so 62% of researchers agree that today their company depends on their research and insights significantly. And I don't care what business you're in, the value of good research is bigger than it has ever been. I mean, it's this is an information age, and we've heard people talk about that. We have lots and lots of social media presences, and as we are looking at how we show up online, we also need to be looking at how we can use the information that we get online to inform our process as we're doing business. So, with that said, we want to take a look at some of the research that I've been able to pull up through Qualtrics. Okay. And so let's see what people are saying, and let's really dive deep in here. So this is where businesses are focusing their research dollars. I mean, and it does cost sometimes a little bit of money for you to really get, good research. And so I want you to understand that what we're looking at is how do you spend your research dollars? What is it that you want to put the money into? So AI has become an extension of researchers, allowing teams to conduct better research with tasks like analyzing multi-source data, leading to more human, nuanced data. It also gives us the ability to do research sometimes a little less expensive than what it used to be. Whereas a lot of the people who have been around in research and strategic planning for some years, like I have, I mean, they would remember, like I do, okay, where most of our research had to be sequestered, okay? We had to ask for it from companies. And so there are the Statistas and Jupiter Metrics and all of these other companies, Qualtrics, that I would, go into the system and pay $2,500 for an industry report, or, $1,500 for an industry report if I was getting it through my nonprofit. I mean, which we'd sometimes get it for half or a little bit less than half. But in the industry, there really have been some gaps. People who were not able to get good research because of the fact that they just didn't have the money, or they didn't know where to look, or they didn't know how to ensure that what it was that they were getting was really quality research. It was true. How do you really fact check the fact checkers? Okay. And so these are some of the things that people have really been challenged with if they've not been in business very long, especially. So in this report, basically what Qualtrics is looking for is how rapid innovation has been embraced by market researchers, and why they should, capitalize on the current value of high quality data. It is so easy now for us to put in some information to certain AI sources, and it will go and get me all of the industry reports, or it'll pull for me the sourced data and tell me exactly where it got the data, so I can go to check it to make sure the data is real and that it came from a source that's credible and things of that nature. And so 53%, of the people they're looking for certain types of research, the CX research. They're 52% are looking for consumer trends. Okay. The customer experience, if somebody wanted to know what CX is customer experience. Okay. And then consumer trends is for 52%. 51% are looking for user experience, right? People who are using their services or services like theirs. 51% of the people are looking for qualitative research. Okay. In other words, the research itself is providing them with quality data, and they can actually the factual numbers that they need to have about a particular thing. 50% are looking for custom panel management. Okay. And then 50% are looking for brand strategies. How do we get our stuff out there? How do we make sure that others are able to really see what it is that we're doing? So the people that actually were the principal researchers who pulled this data together, and Al Henriquez, which is global head of research services, Jen Canavan, which is the senior research analyst, Karen Goldstein, which is the principal product scientist, XM for strategy and research, and then Emily Golson, principal product scientist, XM for experience manager. That's what the XM stands for, strategy and research and strategic research. So we want you to kind of know where this came from. And I want to give a shout out to, again, the people over at Qualtrics for providing us this information. So let's look at a couple of things here. The 2024 research trends overview really is going to show us when every dollar and decision matters, research will guide the way in 2024. And it's going to show us how they came to that quote, or how they came to that particular statement. So let's look at this and see what it is that they're saying. Market research is ripe for AI innovation. And I shared that a few weeks ago. We use Perplexity a lot because Perplexity will go and scour the internet and pull up information for us and then give us the sources where they got that information. And it usually will give us really good information about, so it's a really good place to do some first sourcing, but you also can customize the information. You can ask it to only provide you with peer reviewed articles or articles that are coming from a certain type of research source, so you can get better quality information when utilizing Perplexity a lot of the time. Some of the other AI softwares that we have used, now that ChatGPT in the paid version is giving people access to some of the more academic type research models, it gives you a better option for getting, again, quality information. You can have it look at only peer-reviewed articles, or you can have it, pull, yes, Perplexity, Tony, Perplexti or TY, and that's going to be .com. Okay. I'm sorry, .ai, not .com, .ai. Okay. And so you can go there, and it's free to use, but you can also get the paid version, which will allow you a few more. It's $20 a month to give you a few more bells and whistles in terms of the research that it'll pull for you. Okay. But the interesting thing is that most of your market researchers are really digging deep in utilizing as much of the more innovative AI technology that they can. You have the ability now to pull some very, very interesting GPTs that will write code for you, that will also do complex computations. I had some computations that I had to do last week, and I was able to use the software Wolfram to, really pull out those complex computations for me and save me a lot of time. Sure, I could have done it on my own, but it's accurate, it saved me time, and it got me in a position where I could provide the information to my clients sooner. So, and as a researcher, it's really, really important, that we have good tools. And let's look at what they're saying here in the Qualtrics data. It says, in fact, most researchers, 87%, feel overwhelmingly strong about their job security, and 56% say utilizing AI in their market research efforts will lead to faster analysis and insights. And that's what I have found too, is that it has just allowed me to do business planning faster. I can benchmark faster. I can go out and even get some really good information to get a better proof of concept for someone, as we're looking at, what it is that they're doing. So it really does inform your process. It's not just a matter of people who are using these AI softwares to just write letters and things of that nature. That's a good use too, but I'm talking about really using it to weigh in on what's happening in a market, or putting data. I have actually taken a spreadsheet of data and thrown it into an AI software, and it interpreted the data for me, gave me insights that I would not have gotten as fast on my own. I probably would have come to the same conclusion, but I would have done it over a period of probably a few hours. And in a matter of seconds, it was able to provide me with insights that informed a process so that I could complete a study for someone who really needed that data that day. So I am saying to you that I put a whole business plan that I had written through one of the softwares that we use. I'm a Life Plan Strategic Advisor, and so I do business planning inside of their software. And I completed the business plan. I felt really good about it, but I needed that business plan to be interpreted like a banker would see it. I took the entire business plan and I put it into the AI software, and I gave it the prompt. I told it what I was looking for, any anomalies, how would this look, from the bank side of things, what would they be looking for, how would they interpret this data, and what is it that I need to provide to my client to make sure that they are able to see things that they could do to have a better chance at getting this loan. And so When I threw that business plan in there, it immediately found things that needed to be, adjusted, or things that we needed to look at better, or even do a little bit more research on, so that we could provide the bank more data for them to, say, okay, yes, this is something that we want to do, and this is how we're going to provide you these funds. And one of the things that was really important about that is when my client got it, he was so excited because he got more than what he asked for. He wasn't thinking about how the bank was going to see this business plan. He was just thinking about the fact that they had asked him for one and he would be able to provide it to them. But when he had the insight of looking at it from their eyes, he had a better pitch opportunity, because now he could answer all the questions before they were asked. And that is the position you really want to be in when you are going to the bank to get money. Okay. So, number 3, better technology plus better data equals better decisions. I really like that equation because it's true. When you have more to work with, and especially when you're able to do it more economically, okay, you are able to gain access to better information, better data to work with. And then it gives you the ability to have an informed choice, a better decision. Giving you an example of what I'm saying, the same client, when they were able to look at the data and what it produced about the area where they were, they had some ideas. They did believe that they were in a situation where they could provide a better service based on the economics of the demographics and the ecographics of the people where they were providing the service, but they really couldn't say to what degree until we pulled that data. Once they had that data, they were able to go, okay, we need to focus on this type of marketing effort. We need to actually go into this particular sales channel. We need to really flip this thing on its head, because now we're able to see who our real clients are and what they have to spend, what's their disposable income, and what is their non-risk capital. All of that information we were able to get by utilizing better technology. And so I want to share with you that when you're looking to do something like this, on another one of our Smarter Start boot camps, we're going to actually have a focus group right here online. And I'm really excited about it, where we will allow people to apply to see if we will use their use case, their company, their business, and a problem that they want to solve, and solve it right here on YouTube. And so I'm going to be excited to, well, I'm already excited, but I'm really going to be excited when we start getting those applications in, once we request them, because I'm looking forward to being able to show you how a focus group runs and what it is that happens there. Some people have never done one and they've never participated in one. They just know that people come up and say, hey, I had a focus group and this is the data that I was able to extract. But it's really important when you are in a situation where you've participated in one, and now you can go back and inform your own process by having a small focus group or doing a poll or a survey to get the information. Market research is very important for being able to come up with the numbers that you may very much need when you are trying to move your business forward. So the skills gap is widening, and AI can close it fast. And I want to tell you, there are a lot of people, who are going back to school for lots of things, but research is not one of them. And so for whatever reason, there are people like me who actually absolutely love research, and I love numbers. But even in that, I didn't choose to go back to school to get an advanced degree in that area. I could have done a DBA, and concentrated on qualitative research or quantitative research. I just chose to do another master's degree and concentrate more on innovation. And I want you to understand the why, because our society is innovating rapidly, and the tools that we are using to gain access to information are extremely powerful now. And so understanding how to iterate in a process, or being able to really understand innovation from an internal as an internal component of business was more important to me at this point in time than to learn more about research, even though I need to know about research, but because our tools for research are coming down in price and are more accessible and are more accurate, I'm learning to use the technology for the things that we need technology for, and to inform myself for the things that a machine can't do. Machine learning is growing. It really is. And everybody is jumping in. But what it is that we need to do to better upscale ourselves is really more important, I believe, in these times, because we don't know how to use the machine learning, to our benefit, then what good will it be for us? It's not going to work itself. Okay. It provides us with information, but there's someone that has to be behind that, computer, putting in the right prompts or asking, as I would say, the right questions, so that we can get the right data, so that we can make better decisions. And so because these skills gaps are widening, utilizing AI really can close it fast. The pace of individual upskilling is not keeping up with the industry innovation, as over a third of researchers are outsourcing work due to lack of competency on their teams. And it is really true that, whereas I had a team when I was a researcher strategic planner in the Dallas area, Dallas Fort Worth area, for a period of time, I had a team of students from the local college, who were there to help me gather information and to get quality data, and it's not that way anymore. Students are not going into that field as often as they were back then. And so, and even getting, good people who actually know where to go or what to do, it's just not happening. But market research is really ripe for innovation. That's their first trend that they, put forward in this report. It is ripe for AI innovation right now, because what happens is the better AI tools we have, the more we can gain access to the research. And so today's researchers have a deep understanding of the ins and outs of AI. They're doing, as I have done just recently, I literally went back to school in November to learn more about innovation and to learn more about how I could inform the process and what it is that I could use. I've also taken other courses and getting other certifications and utilizing AI. And I know that some of you guys know that I'm a research head. I'm going to always be that person that's going to, ask those hard questions when you come to me with things that you want to get done. I'm going to be asking you about, okay, where's your data? Okay, have you taken the time to look at some things to see whether or not this is the direction that you want to go? What is happening in your industry? How are you going to be able to continue to do what you do at a high level? What is the trend? Let's take a look at it. Let's find out, because it's very important for you to have all of these things available to you, so that you will know that in your process of doing business better, that you have done everything that you could do to get the best possible information, so that you're not wasting money. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I teach our clients and our members to use research, because you don't want to have your money wasted. You want it to go as far as it can. And if you're jumping into something without doing the research, it is inevitable that you're going to spend way more money than you have to, So we want to be able to look at, these research activities and see how, we can inform ourselves using AI and other types of technology to make sure that we are doing what I call probability metrics, meaning that we're seeing how probable it is that a particular thing is going to happen when we jump out here to utilize our intelligence in our business to do something, really amazing. Business intelligence is so important. Okay. And what is business intelligence? It's the ability for you to use the data, okay, to inform your practices, making sure that if you're going to go after a particular clientele, that you are sure that that particular type of people are going to be ones that want what it is that you have. And you're not going to spend the money to actually go and create ads and other types of things to get people into your doors. Okay. So just understanding how do we use the data, and how do we put the data into our businesses to get us the information we need so that we know what it is that we're doing is effective. So the percentage of researchers who are already regularly using AI in their market research activities, the global average is 47%. This is across the world, okay? Across the world. This is really interesting, okay? And I want you to understand that North America, is really, from a regional perspective, they're lagging significantly behind the global averages. And so we want to look at the fact that we're only 39% of the people here in America are not just America, but America and Canada are really using AI and as much as we could. And for whatever reason, we just have been slow to get in the game, whereas there are other, Latin America is at 51%. Now, get this. I mean, here we have the ability to have extremely refined tools. Actually, that is something that, we have been known for. Our country has been known for having great technology and great tools, sometimes even superior to many other countries. But here we have the people who created some of the most amazing AI, and for whatever reason, we're slow to get in the game. So I just want to say that as we're learning as small business owners, what can we do to make sure that we are not behind the curve? So more than wishful thinking, where do market researchers believe AI and plus market research will work best together? So 56% say faster analysis and insights. And I agree. It has been the case for me that I've been able to get faster information. Somebody contacted me once. Matter of fact, they're on the line today asking me about a 0% credit card or transfer balance opportunities on a cards. And I was able to utilize some of my more advanced tools, not just Chat GPT, but some of my more advanced tools to actually, throw up about 4 or 5 different opportunities to see which one was the best one, where we could get that information, and make sure that it is credible for right now, what was the newest information. And based on that, we were able to provide them in about, 10 minutes, a set of places where they could go to get these cards, and transfer their balance without any kind of fee, and so it was really important to have that information quickly, and they couldn't get it, I guess, at that point in time. I don't know whether he was driving or what was going on, but we were able to provide it so that they could make some informed decisions. 46% say making our lives easier is what market researchers believe that these 46% believe that AI and market research will do as they're working best together. 46% say reducing mundane steps and tasks. And I agree with that as well. And I know Kevin, who's on the line with us today, he agrees with it as well, because he's been able to utilize AI to provide, quality communications with our members and clients, and to have it give him, a significant amount of information that he could place into an email, that would make sure that the clients had everything that they needed to know about a specific thing. I know that Javon has done some of the same, and she shared it when she taught in the Q4 summit and also in our Q1 summit, how using AI can really, change a lot of things in your business. Okay. So 43% say enabling us to do more research with the same team size and budget. And I would say we've been able to do more with less because of AI. 43% say better insights and recommendations are available, because they were able to marry AI and market research together and get the numbers that they needed. 43% say improved competitiveness in the marketplace. And I would agree with that as well, because having the data, more accurately provided, more efficiently provided, and getting it sooner can get you to market faster, and it makes you more competitive because of the fact that what's going on in your industry a lot quicker than you would have if you did not have those tools. Okay, so I want to look at a couple of other things here, and I'm going to tell you where you can get this research report in a few minutes, but so you can go through it on your own. However, some of the next steps for success that researchers are looking for in 2024 are focusing on the more strategic parts of your job. Some of you who are currently owners of companies and you don't have a research team other than Red Worldwide, if you're a member, you need to learn how to use some of the tools. If you are not, if you don't have a dedicated person that's out there getting this information for you, because it will reduce your manual work by leaning on the AI automation tools that are available. And when you're able to use machine learning and develop these initial insights and copy, which you can use as a foundation for your more complex and strategic value creation, it really does help you to do business better. And applying AI at all stages of the research life cycle is going to be important too, because you're able to get things done from in quality assurance, and quality control. You can actually spot things that might be going on that need to be corrected. Okay, you can help your team to get better information so that they can, not spend so much time in their jobs doing things that are just really not going to inform them fast. Okay. And so when you can give the team, tools and say, hey, learn how to use this tool, and then you can use that tool to create these particular reports that I'm asking for, it does make it easier. I know that, when we were trying to get information about our members and find out who we had really in the membership and what it is that they do and how what they do could be helped by some of the services that we had, we were able to take our people, plug their information and the kind of businesses that they had into an AI software, and it was able to spit back out information telling me what the members needed, how we could better help them, the information that we could better provide for them, what kind of education they needed, and how that education needed to be provided. I was trying to do a new class every day by having people come to class and things of that nature. We weren't going to last very long doing that because we had other things we needed to be doing. But by being able to use AI, I could pull the information that they needed, provide it to them in a system that was easier for them to gain access to, and then I could go on to do things that only humans could do. And so this is really important that you need to understand. Being able to figure out what's the thing that I need a human for and what's the thing that I can use technology for, that is a huge crossroads in your company. When you cross that level, then you are in a position where you can really understand, some things and how those things will really help you. I want to share just a little quick video with you, another one of our promos, right quick, because I want you to be able to understand what we believe about doing business better. Don't limit your challenges, challenge your limit. Don't be busy, be productive. This is one of those things we really are centered on. A little progress each day adds up to big results. Quality is the best business plan. And we really believe these things here at Red Worldwide. I know we're coming to the top of the hour, and we want to make sure that you understand that it has been our privilege to provide you with this information today here on Co-working Live at Red Worldwide. And if you want to gain access to the rest of that study, you can go to Qualtrics, Qualtrics.com, and get the rest of the information, by giving them your information so that they will give you the ability to download the entire study. There's still more to learn from what it is that they were able to extract, but the bigger your plans are for making your company sustainable, the more important research is going to be. And so I'm sharing that today because I want to make sure that you are centered on the fact that doing business better is going to be a huge part of what it is that you do, not just for a few moments or for a season, but all the way through and through your company, for the entire existence, or as long as you will have it. Well, this has been Patience Rose with Co-working Live at Red Worldwide, and we'll see you again next time.